All right, so let's jump straight into step number one, which is that you of course need to sign up to eBay. This is fairly obvious and it's fairly straightforward, and I'm sure that you already knew it. But for those of you that want to know what goes into the sign up process so that you can be prepared, you need to understand that when it comes to selling on eBay, there's various different domains. And when I say domains, there's ebay.com. This is mainly for the US market. There's ebay.co.uk. This is obviously for the UK market. And the list goes on and on when it comes to all of the different eBay domains that you can list products on. So if you're someone that wants to use a US based dropshipper and you want to sell to US based customers, you're going to go over to ebay.com. But stick around to the end of this video because I'm going to explain which domain is going to be best for you depending on the supplier that you go with. But when you go over to the eBay homepage anyway, this is what it's going to look like. Well, it's going to look something similar to this because they're always changing it. So if you want to create your eBay account, all you're simply going to do is come over here to where it says register. Once you get to this point, you're going to be given the option to create a personal account or a business account. So at this stage, if you select business, they may ask you for your business name. They may ask you where your business is registered. So if you're looking to, do things low key, without them asking too many questions at this stage, you may want to go with the personal option. Either way, you're going to be able to switch it vice versa, whichever one that you select. So all you need to do is just enter your first name, last name, email address, and password. It's then going to ask you for a valid mobile number, and it's going to ask you to validate that with a code through a text message. So these are the basic things that you need to know when it comes to creating your account. You need to be ready to verify your email address as well as your mobile phone number. And they're also going to ask you to validate your personal information as well. So just make sure that when you get to this stage over here, you've got all of your documentation ready, you've got your bank account ready so that you can make sure that you're in a position to start selling. But this now brings me on to step number two, which is that you need to get your account ready to start selling. And all I mean by this is that once you've created your eBay account, before you start listing products, my recommendation that I always give to all of my students is to make sure that your account is ready to start selling, in the sense that you use it to buy some cheap items, maybe use it to buy something that you actually need. And the reason for this is that you don't want to just open up your account and start listing products to drop ship straight away, because eBay may restrict your account, they may limit it. So for you to reduce the likelihood of this happening, you want to use your account as a normal person would. Dropshipping on eBay is allowed, it's a legal thing to do, but the only reason why I'm saying that you need to be wary of this is because eBay systems sometimes don't work and they assume that people might be dropshipping in the wrong way. So those are one of the first things that you need to understand when it comes to getting your account ready to start selling. Just buy a couple items, just use your account normally, log in every day for 7 days, maybe add a couple items to your cart as well. It's completely up to you how you want to do it, but just make sure that you don't start dropshipping from day one. And another reason why it's a good idea for you to start buying products when you first create your eBay account is because you're going to be able to build up your feedback score. As you can see, this is a brand new eBay account that I've mainly used to buy various different things, and my feedback is now on 384. So I've not used this account to sell a single item, but it's in a good position now for me to start selling because there's proof that I'm a real person. People are going to see this and automatically trust me. You of course don't need to get it to 384. You can maybe get it to around 10, 20, 30, even 50. Again, it's completely up to you on how you want to do it, how you want to build your eBay account. I'm just here to give you the tips and tricks that I've used and all of my different students have used as well. But once you've got your eBay account set up, you've also built up your feedback score to a certain level. One of the next things that you need to do is, of course, start finding a winning product to sell. And there's so much that goes into finding a winning product, making sure that you sell the right ones. For example, you don't want to sell products that are really high in value, over $100, over $200, because that's going to be a bit of a headache when it comes to getting your payments released, as well as making sure that you are able to deal with refunds and all of the different returns that you're going to get. Ideally, you want to sell a product that is priced around $10 to around $50, maybe $60, maybe $80 at the most. In addition to that, you don't want to sell big, bulky, heavy items that require a lot of assembly as well, because people are going to buy the item, they're going to try and use it, they may damage it in the process, and again, that's going to be another headache when it comes to dealing with returns. These are just a few of the different things that you need to consider when it comes to the type of product that you're going to sell. But one of the most important things that you need to do is, of course, make sure that the item that you're going to list, people are actively searching for it on eBay. You're going to be restricted to selling a certain amount of items, so you want to make sure that for you to increase your chances of being able to generate sales, you're selling items that people are actively searching for. And the best tool on the market to use is this one over here called Zik Analytics. Now, I'm sure if you've been watching my channel for any amount of time, you already know how much I use Zik Analytics for a number of different things. I use it when it comes to Shopify dropshipping as well as eBay dropshipping. And you're going to be able to sign up for a 7-day trial by clicking the link in my description down below. By using that link as well, you're going to be able to get massive discounts, so be sure to check it out and create your 7-day trial. So all you got to do is to select any one of these different options. I would recommend maybe selecting this option over here for the Pro Plus. The Pro Plus account is going to give you access to various different features that's going to help you easily find out which products people are spending money on. So just click on Start $1 trial now. It should then take you into your Zik Analytics account. And from here, instantly, as soon as you log in, you're going to see this section that's going to say trending eBay products in the last 7 days. So you can scroll through this list over here. You're also going to be able to see trending dropshippers as well and click into their store and see exactly what items they're selling. And you're also going to be able to see trending eBay niches in the last month as well. Just from this information alone, you're going to be able to instantly have an idea of which item you could potentially start dropshipping. So within this section over here where it says trending eBay products, there's this item over here where the seller's been able to sell 19 units. So if I just click into the eBay listing, okay, so this is the eBay listing here. We can see that they've sold 19 units. They're selling it for $34.79. However, if I just go back onto eBay and click on this icon over here, it's going to show me where this eBay dropshipper is potentially dropshipping the item from. And straight away, we can see that they are most likely using Amazon because it's the exact same item with the exact same image. Here the item is being sold for $27. However, on eBay, the item is being sold for $34. So that's one of the ways in which you can use Zik Analytics when it comes to finding a winning product. Another way is to use their autopilot feature. So this autopilot feature is what I've personally been using recently when it comes to finding items. So all you got to do is just click into it just like that and then click on Start New Scan. And it's going to be from here that you're going to be able to select what type of items you want to sell in terms of the category. And you're also going to be able to set all of these other filters. For now, I'm just going to look for products that are being drop shipped from Amazon, and I'm going to look for pet products, and I'm just going to click on Create Scan. And instantly Zik Analytics came back with all of these different eBay sellers and all of these different active eBay listings and where they're potentially dropshipping the product from. So all I do from this point is simply look at the eBay image and compare it to the supplier image, and I'm going to be able to see if they're dropshipping it directly from that supplier. And I'm sure that you can already see some similarities when it comes to all of these different listings. Now, let me show you what I'm talking about a little bit closer. So if I just click into this one over here, it's going to take me to the eBay listing. We can see that they're selling it for $9.99. It looks like a dog chew toy by the looks of it, and they've sold over 46 units. However, if I just go back over to Zik Analytics and click into this link over here, it's going to take me to the Amazon page, and we can see that over here, the item is selling for $6.49. And by the looks of it, it's the exact same item. So those are a couple different ways that you can use Zik Analytics when it comes to instantly figuring out which items people are searching for on eBay, because from this point, I'm now going to be able to, take the keyword for this item, which is dog chew toy, then come over here to the product research tab, search for the keyword just like this, dog chew toy, and just click on search. And straight away, Zik Analytics is going to show me that 66% of the listings that contain dog chew toy were successful. Over $7,000 was spent on the item as well if it contained this particular keyword. And I'm also going to be able to scroll through all of these different chew toys and see if they're dropshipping it directly from Amazon. But now that you've got a general understanding of what goes into finding winning products to sell, one of the next things that you're going to need to do and that you need to be aware of is knowing how to list products onto your store. So there's two main ways that you can list products on your store. You can either do it manually or you can do it automatically. Now, when I say manually, what this involves is you going over to your chosen supplier's website, you're going to export the images, you're going to export the description, all of the text all of the information for the title. You're just going to go over to your supplier's website, whether that's Amazon, CJ Dropshipping, whichever supplier that you decide to use. This may be something that you might want to consider doing when you first start your eBay account, just so that you can get the hang of things and know exactly where all of the information is. But I would recommend maybe shifting over to the automated method as soon as possible, because with the automated method, not only are you going to be able to instantly move all of the data from your supplier to your eBay account, but you're also going to be able to automatically fulfill your orders, and you're also going to be able to get a tracking number for all of the orders as well. And it's really important that you're aware of the fact that you don't want to copy and paste tracking numbers from, let's say, Amazon directly onto your eBay account, because you're going to get restricted ASAP. So you want to use the automated method, because they're going to be able to switch up the tracking number so that it's not identified that you're drop shipping from a particular place. And the best way to get started with the automated method is going to be with AutoDS. Now I'm going to leave a 30-day trial link to AutoDS in my description down below so you can check them out. And I'm also going to show you exactly how it works when it comes to listing your products. And the item that I'm going to be using as an example in this video is going to be this product over here that I found on Zik Analytics. I'm going to be using this gaming desk as a quick example. I personally wouldn't really sell it because, as I mentioned before, it's a bulky item, but we can see here on Zik Analytics, someone is successfully drop shipping it right now. But again, it's just a quick example. So to create your AutoDS account, all you need to do is, again, click the link in my description down below, insert your email address, your name and your password. You're going to be able to use it for a complete 30 days. And once you've logged in, this is what the interface is going to look like. Now, one of the first things that you're going to need to do is connect your eBay account to your AutoDS account. So you're going to be able to do that by clicking on eBay Store over here. Simply follow through with that process. And now whenever you use AutoDS to list a product, it's going to get automatically synced to your eBay Store. So to list the product, just come over to the left-hand side, click on Add Product, then Single Product. You then need to add the URL from your chosen supplier. In this case, I'm going to be using this product from Amazon. So I'm just going to copy the link just like that and paste it in there just like this. Then I'm going to click on Edit Now. AutoDS is then going to pull all of the information from the supplier's website in terms of the title, the description, any variants, the colors, the sizes, the images as well. It's going to make sure that it formats it and make sure that it's acceptable for your eBay listing. So it's going to be your job as well to go through and make sure that you update things, correct any mistakes, update any images, remove any words that you don't want to be in the title. And if you also wanted to, update the title and the description using AI, you're going to be able to easily do that by clicking on Optimize Title with AI over here. It's literally going to take around 10, 15, 20 seconds for it to update, and you're going to be able to automatically add that to the eBay listing. But everything else is going to be fairly straightforward. As I said, all of the images are going to be taken directly from the supplier's page, so you can remove anything that you don't want. You can add any images that you do want. But once you are happy with everything, all you're going to need to do is click on Save and Import. And right there, as you can see, the product has now been automatically loaded to my eBay store. And whenever I make a sale, everything is going to be automatically shipped out using AutoDS auto fulfillment feature. So I'm not going to have to go over to Amazon and, create an account and update it every single time with a new buyer's address. AutoDS are going to take care of all of that. But I would say that those are some of the main things that you need to know during step 4 when it comes time for you to start listing products. There's going to be some other things that goes into the process, but I just wanted to give you a general overview of what goes into it. Now, if you want me to make a detailed step-by-step video, maybe a 30-minute video, 40-minute video showing you everything that goes into listing a product from A to Z, then put in the comments down below, do the eBay dropshipping video, and I'll get onto it ASAP. But moving on to one of the final steps, which is once you've signed up to eBay, you've got your account ready to start selling, you found winning products, you know which supplier that you want to use, and you've started listing products on your store, you're now going to need to increase your eBay selling limit so that you can list more products and sell more items. When it comes to selling on eBay, no matter what stage that you're at, you're always going to be restricted to a selling limit, which is going to either hinder you when it comes to being able to list products, or it's going to help you if you've built your selling limit up so that you can list more products, make more revenue, and ultimately make more profit. There's a couple different things that I've learned on my journey of selling on eBay. The number one thing is you need to make sure that you maintain a high positive feedback score because customers are going to trust you more. But the second thing that I've learned is that if you're able to increase your eBay selling limit, you're going to be able to make more revenue and more profit. Increasing your selling limit is the number one secret to eBay success. So this is something that you're also going to need to do. Once you start selling, once you start getting positive feedback, you need to contact eBay and ask them to increase your limit so that you can list more and more items. But as I previously said, there's going to be a lot more that goes into the eBay selling process. If you did want a little bit more, advice on how you can get started in the best possible way, you can check out www.projectebay.com, because in there what I've done is gone through all of my years of experience of building eBay businesses that have enabled me to generate hundreds and thousands of dollars in profit. So you can check that out by clicking the top link in the description, or you can visit the website that's on the screen right now. And if you also wanted to watch a recent YouTube video that I made where I go through some other tips and tricks that you need to know, generally speaking, when it comes to starting a side hustle from your home, you're going to be able to click the link over there. Check that out straight after this, because that video has already helped out so many people, and I'm sure that it's going to help you out too. But other than that, guys, I'll catch you on that next YouTube video. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.